Peace and greetings, welcome. Welcome to this wonderful Saturday evening. I see that there's already one like in the video, even though it's not showing anyone is in the chat room. If you are here in the chat room and would like to be known, let me know. We're going to get started soon. Hi, Donna. Welcome. So I went over to my friend's house and had two bowls of lamb stew, Asian style. And it was really quite delicious. It's my friend Mark, whom I have known for about 10 years. I was first introduced to him like 10 years ago when he was having some issues, and a mutual friend was like, hey, I got this friend that you can do Reiki for and blah, blah, blah. And we became fast friends. So I am talking, and I would like to encourage any of you, if you would please share this video, post it to your, what do you call it? Your social media streams. I am momentarily attempting to find the video feed so I can post it to my YouTube, my Facebook. That just shows you how susceptible my subconscious mind is, because as I was saying that, the video popped up on YouTube and I'm like, oh, I'm posting this to YouTube. But anyway, give me just a moment to do pop out. Welcome, Jasmine. Welcome, Wilson. I think that was Wilson. Reminds me of Castaway. Is that like a nod to the film Castaway? All right, let me share this right quick to my Facebooky thingy. And then once I do that, I will be right back. And as you can see, I have two of my quartz singing bowls, quartz crystal. They're like 99.99% quartz crystal singing bowl. And I thought, you know what? I'll try. I have never, hold on one second. Let's see, how's this going to work? So I'm just sharing this. Just give me one moment. And if you can thumbs up this video, share it yourself. It is like a little difficult for me to try to do two things at one time. And that is talk to you while I set this up on Facebook. So if you can just give me a moment. And then I will be done. Because I always like it when we, hold on, let's see. Hopefully I didn't share it twice. I always like it when we have at least, if there's at least 8 people in here, I think that's a party. So, hold on one second. One last place to share this. And then I will be right with you. What I was going to do tonight was to show some of my earrings, but I figured that would be like a really boring video. I wouldn't want to see it. So, oh my goodness. Jeez, some of the stuff people post on Facebook is just, I don't want to see that right now. Let's take a moment. There was a woman recently who was who transitioned through a very violent act, domestic violence, in front of her 2-year-old child. So let's hold that child in the light and send healing energy to this sweet, innocent 2-year-old child that witnessed what happened to her mother. And may her mother's spirit receive peace, and may the perpetrator be brought to swift justice in this life and lives to come. Peace. Anyway, okay. All right. So, what was I saying? Okay, so I have this posted on Facebook. See, generally speaking, I try to be careful who I have on my Facebook list. That was in another group. So, anyway. Okay. Ooh, who's that? Oswald. Welcome, Oswald. Where are you located, Oswald? And I apologize for that. I kind of got distracted. Let's see, what does that say? 6:25. Oh, let me find my glasses. What time? I don't even know what time it is. Okay, 6. So that was 3 minutes ago. Okay. So, Oregon. Oh, okay, from Michigan. Okay. Well, wish you all the best in your adopted homeland. So I thought it'd be nice to start this session off with a little bit of singing bowls. I've never done this before using my cell phone camera, and the fact that it's going to be so close to the camera. Hopefully, I have a prayer that I'm bringing up that I had written a couple of days ago, and I thought I'd share this. It's called the prayer flag. So let me see if I can get the sound. And let's see if I can fix the camera so you can see. There we go. Okay. Not sure how the sound is going to come across. If it's entirely penetratingly horrible, please let me know. Okay. All right. Okay. Was that a couple of days ago, Oswald? That name looks familiar. You must have commented on a post that I had on Facebook or something like that. Yeah. Okay. I remember that. I don't know. I don't know if I deleted it. Sometimes I have to be honest. Sometimes when I get friend requests from guys, I delete them if, I don't know. But hopefully I didn't. Okay. So let's take a moment to enjoy. See if this works. I will add you. I just didn't know. Let me know how this sound is translating. May we never lose hope. May we never lose faith. May we never lose trust in ourselves and each other. May the wind consecrate our dreams and our deepest soul-felt prayers. May the wind scatter them to the four corners of the world. May our love receive and fulfill all. May it be so, and so it is. Okay, Donna had asked me, thank you, just wasn't sure how that sound, and the little colorful image you saw over in the right hand corner was actually my little area where I usually don't tell me that, Oswald. I am so not into ASMR. Okay, I'll get to it. Usually I do my videos over my little studio area, but I haven't been feeling like sitting over there, so I've been sitting on my futon sofa. Yes, I have a futon sofa. I am a 48-year-old woman who enjoys rustic, primitive, low-profile furniture like futons and pillows on the floor in Moroccan style. So anyway, welcome, Asia. So anyway, what was I going to say? Everything is made of sound. Everything is made of vibration, frequency, vibration. And I went from sound to vibration because sound I guess you have to have like an eardrum and all of that stuff to be able to perceive the sound. But even through your skin, you can feel vibration. Everyone has a certain vibration to them. Oh, thank you, Oswald. Yes, I turned 48 last Monday, one of those, the 8th. Anyway, everything is created and held together with vibration. And singing bowl. Okay, let me back up. So, like, say you're feeling a headache or disharmony or whatever, it means your vibration is off. There's something not quite right in the fluctuation of your vibration. So, singing bowls, the original incarnation of singing bowls, is better known through the Tibetan singing bowls, which are made of metal. These are, of course, made of 99. Welcome, Adwoa. Welcome. Adwoa, I don't know how to pronounce the middle name. Gaya, Ya? Is it Ya? Asante, Adwoa Asante is one of my oldest online friends. She and I have been connected since I think like 2000. We were both members of the Black Goddess Forum. Welcome, Adwoa. So anyway, originally it's the Tibetan singing bowls. They're metal. I don't have one right in my proximity right now, but they're very ancient. You know, vibration, sound, tone. You know, it's just like when you hear certain music, the tone or even the sound of someone's voice can be healing to you. So no, the vibration, the sound from the singing bowl is more than just pretty sounds that you can hear. They're vibrations that can help to calm your body, to relax you, and help your body come into a more balanced state. And your body, your energy body, which includes your mind, body, spirit, you know, the etheric body, is all made of vibrations. And so when there's disharmony in there, that disharmony can eventually manifest itself as what do you call it? As illnesses and ailments. So the original bowls are metal. They're made in Tibet. Now, the genesis of the quartz singing bowl, you know, it's sort of the concept of when you take your hand. Remember as a kid, it was really big. Lick your finger or wet your finger and rub it around a champagne glass or a wine glass, you know, crystals. Anyway, quartz singing bowls, how they came about. I guess it was like this gentleman out in Silicon Valley, Adwoa. Let's see, Adwoa. Okay, Adwoa. A gentleman out in Silicon Valley had, you know, just gotten back from Tibet, learning all about the metal bowls. And in Silicon Valley, these were actually used to cool down computer chips. Remember, computer components made of silica, of quartz and silica. And when you are they're heated up to I think like 1200 degrees, these computer chips, these parts, and they needed something that they could put them in that they could cool down in without either fracturing or becoming stuck to it. And so these quartz bowls were created to put computer chips in, and then once they cooled down, and I don't know however many times they would use the quartz bowls before chucking them out, this gentleman is like, oh, well, these are shaped like Tibetan singing bowls. Let's give it a try. Is it going to make a sound, make a vibration? And that was the genesis of these crystal bowls. And I think that was like either in the late 80s or very early 90s, maybe like 1990, I'm not sure. And these resonate very well. When you get to bowls that are, I don't know, I have to ask my son or either my physicist son or the musician. Like when you have two, I don't know if it's two opposing, it's probably two very opposing vibrations. They cancel each other out and they kind of bounce off of each other. It's sort of like you ever try talking into a fan, and it's very unpleasant. So I have two large bowls. I cannot play them together. Now I can play my one large bowl with these little ones. And then I don't know if any of you saw my Facebook post. Unfortunately, a friend of mine had passed away back in May, and recently her daughters had contacted me and wanted to gift their mother's quartz singing bowl to me, knowing that, I would use it, to get benefit in her name. So I went and picked it up. It's 20 inches in diameter. That sucker is huge, and I plan to debut it at my next healing sound event. Not sure when that will be. So to answer your question, Donna, long of the short, sound is very healing. And these quartz bowls can really, I mean, I've done meditation workshops with them. And I remember one of the first times I had done a meditation workshop, and I had used the quartz bowl, and I would do like a guided meditation, notice the energy at the bottoms of your feet, warm light flowing up through your feet, through your toes, through the top of your feet to your ankles, and then bring it on up. And I remember, I was doing that, and then I got all the way up to the crown of the head, and then I stopped, and I just played the bowl for like the next 5 minutes. And I don't know all of the scientific stuff that happens, but it syncs both sides of your brain, and it does things that just totally calms you and almost gives you an out of body experience. Is the only way I can describe it. One of the guys who, he was like a tough guy, didn't want to let himself feel anything, and prided himself how disconnected he was to everything. At the end of the session, he was like, whoa, whoa, what were you doing? And I said, I wasn't doing anything but playing the bowl. He kind of got a little irritated. And he was like, no, it wasn't. It had to be more. You had to. I swear he must have thought I did some witchcraft on him or something. And because he was starting to get just a little bit irate. And I told him, I said, no, that was just you completely going within to the vibration. And, we reach this. There's this state of being inside of us that is completely peaceful, that is not in turmoil. And we're so used to having turmoil and angst in our life that when we don't have it, we don't know how to behave. So I had to make sure that moving forward, whenever I, did the bowls, to explain to people what could actually happen. Let me check out the Jasmine says, my cats are feeling the energy. They were asleep, then heads went up and ears turned. Okay, Donna says, I just purchased the solfeggio forks. I think that's how you pronounce it, solfeggio forks and ohm fork, but I'm still reading how to use them. Oswald asks, are Tibetan singing bowls featured in the Tibetan Book of the Dead? I wonder. I have not completely gotten through the Tibetan Book of the Dead, so I do not know, but quite possibly. All right. So that was the bowls. I hope you enjoyed that. And I am going to break out a new deck tonight. I think I've had the deck on video before, showing it when I first received it, but I've never actually done any readings with it. But I am tonight. And so this is the deck. Let me drop the camera down. Let's see if I can do this without it. Okay. So this is the deck that I'm going to use tonight. This is called Alberto Villoldo. Colette Baron Reed is the artist. And Alberto, he is, I guess, the head shaman And it's also illustrated by Jenna Della Grotaglia. These are some names. But Alberto, he is sort of in my spiritual lineage. I did shaman seer training back in January with Rain Grant, who is an American expat living down in, I think it's Ecuador. And she is a direct student of Alberto. She trained as a shaman with Alberto, and I trained as a shaman seer with her. And when I found out about this deck, I was like, wow, I want to check it out. I wasn't too sure because I do kind of think the cover is a little cheesy. And so I wasn't sure if I was going to actually like this deck or not. But I went ahead and got it. Isn't it beautiful? Let me show you some of the cards. And then I want to pick a few people to do some readings for. Take care, Oswald. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so this is the Tree of Life. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that gorgeous? I'll just show you some of the cards. And this is the Time Master, number 57. The Time Master. Here, I think it might be a little easier if I do it this way, less distracting. This is the Council. I happen to really, the quality of the cards are amazing. This is the Sweat Lodge. And I did gild the cards myself with copper metallic paint. That's Sweat Lodge, number 54. Middle World, the Holy Mountain, the Smoky Mirror. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. There's the Buddha there. And this is Pachamama. Isn't that gorgeous? And these are our oracle cards. Vision Quest. Welcome. Taming the Wind. Look at all those feathers. Oh, look at that. Oh. Yes, I'm kind of sitting at an angle. Oh, look at this ghost dance. Oh, yeah. I'm going to see that one again. The Pachamama. Jasmine says, ooh, I love Pachamama. Oh, yes. Isn't that gorgeous? I love her nose. My mother has a nose like that. Has that little hump in the middle of the nose. I used to always think it was so beautiful when I was a little girl. I always wish I had a hump in my nose like that. I know some people. Look at that. The blade. Ooh, that looks fierce. And look at all the what do you call it? You got the sun in the background, or it could be a full moon. And then you have all the phases of the moon there. Many paths. They are beautiful. Just going to quick show you the cards. These came out in May of 2018. I think it was May. Look at that. The serpent. Why does the serpent have such a bad rap? Why is it everybody just wants to make the serpent, the snake, to be out to be evil? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I remember one time I what was that? I was looking at my text message. It says you have 1 star from Cassava Cafe. I have no idea who Cassava Cafe is, and they put the wrong phone number in for their loyalty program. This is the Andean Cross, the Witness. Look at that. You see the person This witness. Wow. These cards are beautiful. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted. Sacrifice. The sacrifice. And I will be doing readings once I get through the cards. It's always nice when people come on and introduce themselves and say hello to everyone, and you know, always a nice thing. The Gatherer. We did the lower world, and now this is the upper world. Donna says, I admire snakes and love to hold them, but I sure wouldn't want to be surrounded by them. I once had a dream. Oh, the eagle. I once had a dream that I was in a room, and the room was filled with snakes. Now, I wasn't afraid of the snakes. I didn't feel terrified, didn't have any negative emotions, but I wanted to leave the room, and the snakes started following me down the hallway. And it was more like they had a mission, they had something to tell me, and I was like, I'm not hearing this. I'm leaving. I don't want any part of this. I remember I had told my mother about the dream, and she's like, oh, that means someone is out to get you. And I was like, no, I don't think so. It was not. It was actually a positive feeling, but I just wasn't ready for it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The crow. I love crows. It's the crow. The mystical shaman, which is the name of the deck. Mystical. Okay, you see all the layers in there? You see the elder, indigenous man, and then there's like either the ghost of his ancestor or maybe the child that is to come. And you can almost see a face right up in here. Almost see a face there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, right. Now I get your reference. I was like, why did she say Indiana Jones? That is true, right? From Temple of Doom, right? Circle. The lower world. Earthkeeper. Look at all those layers. Look at all those layers. Whoa, you see that? Wow. I was quite taken with this art. Lots of symbolism. The curse. Mouth is covered. Look at those eyes. Earth. Whoops, sorry. Oh, I think I've... So this is going to be my first time. I haven't really pulled the deck out much since beginning of summer. And it's only because it was just a very busy summer. Welcome, Vicky. Donna says you're still the only one beside myself who thinks smash. Yeah, I don't understand why people want to automatically assign a negative connotation to anything that's black. Black cat, whatever. It is a beautiful deck, Vicky. This is staff. Looks like a giraffe head almost. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The journey. Ooh. I can feel him or her. Kind of looks like a male to me, but you know, him or her dancing, connecting with the earth, connecting with the ancestors, the child. Goal is to stay connected with that inner child. You can't lose that way. Child. The medicine wheel. hummingbird, jaguar, eagle, serpent. Completion. Jaguar. Hummingbird. Hummingbird medicine. Okay. The sorcerer. Sorcerer. The sorcerer. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Beauty way. 4 is a number of perfection. Oop, almost had 2 cards stuck together here. The giveaway. Number 23, the giveaway. I love how there's feathers. Almost looks like a butterfly. Thunder. Very dramatic, that thunder. All the way out into the cosmos. Just think of the gases that are building up. And this is the drum. Drum. You can see there's even some symbols. Some very faint symbols on the drum. Aren't these cards gorgeous? They almost have a depth to them. So glad you guys are hanging in here with me. Look at the wild woman. Look at her. Beautiful. Soul retrieval. Oof. Imagine the caterpillar going into the chrysalis. Well, okay, actually it doesn't happen that way. The chrysalis is inside of the caterpillar. And the caterpillar has to split itself in half and turn inside out and then kind of close itself back up and then completely dissolve inside of the chrysalis. And then, not sure how long it takes, I don't know, and I've had like 3 caterpillars turn into butterflies in my home, and I cannot remember how long it takes. I think it's like 7 days, 8 days maybe it's 2 weeks, I can't remember. But it is a phenomenal, just amazing process to witness. And it's like a total destruction of one identity to reclaim what should be. This is the flow. Look at that. The flow. And this one is beloved. Beloved. It's beautiful. Love that one. And the rattle. The rattle. Stand still. It's like going right through a gateway, a door, but then stopping and waiting and waiting. Stand still. I was looking over at my bookshelf to figure out where my rattle is. The owl. The owl. Magic. Magic. Do you think that getting in touch with your own personal magic is getting in touch with that child that's within, into that pure essence of being? That's what I see in this card. Isn't that a gorgeous card? And this one is the Rainmaker. Can you imagine her dancing? She's dancing with the ancestors and the spirits of the land. That's beautiful. Luminous warrior. Kind of looks like my eldest son. Yes, my eldest son. He's a second year in grad school and he wears his hair just like that. It stands up all over his head. And my son is a luminous warrior. He gets lots of he's really good at kendo, which is a Japanese martial art, sword fighting. Lightning. Ooh, look at the being in the background. You see that? You can see the outline, the human outline in the background. Isn't that gorgeous? And like an orb right up at the top. And yes, I believe that orbs are real. I have experienced them myself. A rainbow. We're almost to the end. We only have about 5 more cards. The coyote. Wile E. Coyote. Coyote medicine. And this one is the wind. Is that a hawk over there in the corner? Look at that. Aren't these cards freaking gorgeous? Just such beautiful imagery for you to connect with. Ah, the ancient ones. I love how there's lots of feathers. Feathers in use all over the world. Spiritual and mystical purposes, from Asia to Africa. If you look at some of the videos of the Dogon people and more of their traditional tribal garb, I believe it's the Dogon. Their dress looks very similar to the headdresses of indigenous American people, you know, like doing the powwows and you see the headdresses. That's the hunter. And this one is the heart of sky. Now, some of the people's faces, images, I'm like, but I try to see it within context of everything. And it's like, okay, well, maybe I'm not too keen on that particular characteristic, but that's okay because the total package altogether I really like. And is there like almost like a 3D effect there? You can see that lion there. To me, it almost looks like there's a face in the chest. Okay, there you go. I've gone through the entire deck. Alrighty, so any new people that are here that stuck it out with me? Because I know some people just came on and said, are you doing readings? Can I have a reading? You know, it'd be nice to just say hi first. That would really be nice. So if there's anyone, it doesn't matter. This is just a wonderful night. Anyone would like for me to pull a card for them? Put me in the video box. Put me in the box and I will pull a card for you from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. Just wanted to get my rattle over here. So we're going to pull some cards. So again, if anybody would like for me to pull a card, a mystical oracle, even if I pulled one before, this is just love, 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 like Vicky said. Pull a card for you, okay? All right. So Vicky, if you would like me to pull a card for you, anyone, just, let's see. Oh, I don't know why my thing is taking forever to, what do you call it? Okay, me. So Vicky said me. All right, so I got one me in. That's good. Okay. So what we're going to do first is kind of, you know, let's join hands in a sacred circle. We ask for our holy guardian angel to guide and protect to keep us safe, to block out negative entities that would only serve to subtract from us. We are strong, we are united, all that there is. All right, so this one is for Vicky. I'm going to pull a card for you. Thank you for being here, Vicky. Are we Facebook friends? Your name looks familiar. And I have so many Facebook friends now, and quite few of them are Facebook friends because we are DNA relatives. I'm not sure if you fall in that category, Vicky, or not. I know I have a lot of cousins out there on Facebook now. And what I find really interesting is that I have a lot of DNA cousins who have very similar eye color to me. I have sort of like a hazel, light, honey brown, green eye color. And at least a handful of my cousins have the same eye color, and that's interesting. So Vicky, just invite you to go ahead and drop into your heart center. I'm going to pull a card for you, and since I'm brand new to the deck, I will share with you my thoughts on the card, as well as what comes up in the actual reading. Oh, so we are okay? I don't know if that means we're Facebook cousins. I mean that we're DNA cousins or not. Let me know if we are, Vicky. I have such a bad memory. So yes, we are Facebook friends. Are we DNA cousins, Vicky? Is that what our connection is? Do you remember? As I know I have a lot out there. We are readers. Okay, all right. And hey, you never know. I've been friends with people on Facebook, and then after doing my DNA test, I found out not only were we Facebook friends, we were actually descended of a same recent ancestor. And by recent, meaning like 4 generations back, which would be like the like 5th great grandparent. I mean, I don't think that's close enough that you'd have some messed up kids if you were to marry. Some people actually married their 2nd and 3rd cousins. But anyway, okay. So this one is for Vicky. This is an oracle deck, of course, as you know. So the cards are pretty big. It's connecting with your highest self, Vicky. Getting sort of like a slight tingle behind my ears. Ooh, okay. So, let me see. I'm just putting this book down. That's probably the worst book to put down because of the glare of the light. So let's put this one on top. And then, so your card is the upper world, Vicky. The upper world. So let's see if I can bring this up. Hold on one second. Let me see what's on this card. It almost looks like I'm thinking of a white eagle. I don't even know if there is a such thing as like a albino or a white eagle, but this looks like to me the mirror reflection of a white eagle looking at itself. Okay, so this is the upper world, like the heavenly realm, the spiritual realm, the as above, so below. That realm. Welcome, see, yes, because I missed you the last time. This is the upper world. Okay, so I see here like a white bird or white eagle reflecting itself. And it's sort of like when your soul is coming down into this earth, coming into the portal, which is your mother's womb, coming into this world. the upper world is, where we exist, and we collect the knowledge and the information that we need, and whatever it is our mission is going to be in this life. And I feel like this card is like a reminder for you to not neglect really checking in very deep within yourself to your, as they call it, higher self. Really remembering who you are, who you were, who you are outside of this incarnation. So I see it's almost like two birds. It's like that physical part of you connecting with that past, that spiritual, that part of you that is coming in from your previous life, and remembering to connect with your self, that greater self that's still connected to the other world, so that you can stay on top of what your mission is in this world. That's what the card is saying to me. Let's see what we have here. It's number 59. Angels, divine helpers, the ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. It is the place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become. Whoa, okay. So that's interesting. That's sort of what I intuited. Discover your great potential and undreamt of possibilities. It is also the place where the spirits of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. The upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher density. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. Get that? Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of self. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. So as I said prior, this is an invitation to you to truly reconnect with your, I hate using that lame term, higher self, but that part of you that still exists in the quote unquote proverbial heavenly realms, that part of you that is connected to your previous mission and that knows what you are to be right now, to reconnect with yourself so that you can fully actualize and realize what your mission is in this world. So that's what your work is right now, Vicky. I hope that resonates with you. Okay? Alrighty. And I invite everyone to check out the links in the description box below. Please remember to thumbs up this video, to comment on the video and leave your thoughts. I appreciate your constructive criticism, your opinions, your advice, all of that. So this is for CC, etc., etc., etc. CC, go ahead and drop into your heart space, dear. Check in with yourself, and I will pull a card for you. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and Vicky says, yes, thank you, thank you. And also, Vicky, not only connecting, really connecting with your mission, with that part of you that you may have forgotten or not yet actually realized, you know, your helpers, your spiritual helpers, your guides. And, I was never one, I'm not like, like I'm a Reiki practitioner, and I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, well, my spirit guides told me to tell you this or that. I'm not really into that. However, even as a child, I had always, outside of religion, I had always felt that I was special, that I was protected, and that I was being guided. Oh, did Donna mention that she wanted a reading? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. All right. So let me go ahead and do Cece, and then Donna, I will go to you. I am so very sorry. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But as I'm getting older, I'm really beginning to understand, a connection with the ancestors. That is one of the reasons why every video that I do, I try to remember at the end to say, let's take a moment to remember our ancestors and all those who have come before us, all those who have transitioned before us, because all of their energy is still here. And tapping into that energy, I believe, can help us to fully actualize. So, yeah. So, connect. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do CC now, and then Donna will be next. And I do apologize. Okay. And sometimes it's hard to read the screen, and then it goes so fast. All right. So CC, this is. Okay. Oh, the drum. That's a beautiful card. And it's so funny. As soon as I pulled this card, I can hear the music next door. I hear this thump, 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 thump. That's the bass. That's the rhythm. We all march to our own drum. How's your drum, Cece? How have you been at following your own rhythm? Checking with yourself and knowing what your drum beat is. Have you been spending just a little bit, even just a little bit time, maybe checking out someone else's rhythm and say, oh, this looks like something that's good for me? This is calling you to make sure to stay in tune and get your rhythm going and really dive deep into your rhythm, your personal drum, metaphorically speaking or symbolically speaking. Why? Because the drum mimics your heartbeat. It is what keeps you alive. Your rhythm and staying in tune with your own personal rhythm is what is going to invigorate you with just the right motivation and ambition to do what it is that you have been called to do. And when you, let's see, when you are in touch with that rhythm, you are also in touch with the earth. You're grounded, you're stable. And if it's warm wherever you are, or when springtime comes again and you can actually get outside, or summertime, what have you, touch the earth. Go to a park, sit on the ground. Don't worry about if a dog peed there 10 minutes ago. Don't even worry about that. Go sit on the ground and put your hands on the ground and feel the heartbeat of the earth. And allow that heartbeat of the earth to entrain your own heartbeat and invigorate you. And if nothing else, it will remind you that no matter what you're going through, you will be okay. No matter what the outcome, no matter what the physical outcome is, you will be okay. So there you go. That's for you. Donna says, I never thought I'd appreciate getting older, but now I see the value of experiencing all that life has to offer. Ain't that the truth? Cece says, wow, thank you. You are welcome, beloved. You are welcome. Yeah, I think you and I, Donna, are about the same age, something like that. And I've just really been appreciating life, and really, even when I have my down days, push through it and realize, hey, I'm still here. My kids are healthy. I want to appreciate every morsel because it could be over. I mean, I am slowly but steadily rising that escalator of life, you know? And you just got to enjoy every minute of it. Even those moments that it's like, damn, this sucks. But it's like, this is what I'm supposed to be experiencing now. Cece says, wow, thank you. Very accurate reading. You are welcome, beloved. And next is Donna. And this will be my last one for tonight. And please thumbs up this video. Please share the video. Please check out my links below. And if you'd like to support the channel, there's a PayPal down there. And all of that good stuff. So Donna, go ahead and drop into your heart energy. And why do I tell people that? Love. If love isn't the answer, you're not asking the right question. And hey, I am a mother of 4. One is 24, almost 23, 19, and 8. And I love my children dearly. And love is not always fluffy bunnies and rosebuds. Let me tell you. Okay, so this is for Donna. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. Okay. Ooh. I like this card. And this almost looks like a female coyote. Coyote. I love this coyote. Did I even read the other? I can't remember. I can't even remember if I read for you the drum. I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. This is coyote. Ooh. You know, when I look at this coyote, people tend to like wolves, you know? You think wolves are stately and majestic, and coyotes, a little bit of tricksters. But I think it's good to get in touch with that coyote, to get in touch with that trickster, to learn all the different ways that you can be an acrobat in this life, learning how to bounce back, learning how to appreciate the weirdness and the craziness that happens, to dance along with it. I just envisioned this beautiful white coyote on the prairie and sort of like tiptoeing and dancing and touching very gingerly one of its 4 paws down on the ground and just moving to this inner beat that is inside of the coyote. Don't be afraid to face your emotions. Don't be afraid to stand alone, physically speaking. Sometimes it looks like there's no one standing with you, but it's just an illusion. All of life is standing with you, holding your hand on this journey. Not that, it's going to be easy and the journey is being walked for you. No, because you could fall. You could fall into a fire and completely incinerate and poof, blow out into the atmosphere. But you know what? It's gonna be okay. Enjoy that dance. Land on all fours. Don't be afraid to crouch down. Don't be afraid to get really close to the earth when you have to. Or be a little bit cunning when you need to. So that's the coyote. I want to go ahead and read the coyote, and I will go back and read the what do you call it? The drum for CC, just because I did it for Vicky as well. So coyote is number 12. And what I just shared with you is just my thoughts, what came to mind. Okay, the essence. The coyote is a symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring that things don't go as planned. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from the shackles of that which doesn't serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything that you want, only to find that the coyote brings you to the opposite of what you hoped for. The lessons offered by coyote may at first appear confusing, but are most sacred and always for your highest good. Don't be afraid to dance with that coyote. Wily, cunning trickster. The invitation. And, here, let me show you what it looks like in the book. So you have the card on the left side, and then the essence, the invitation, and the medicine. If the coyote calls to you, this is the time for you to pay special attention to detours and disappointments, as they are true tests of faith. You have to set your intentions and turn them over to the Great Spirit. The coyote is like Loki and Rahu, and I love it, Donna says. Yes. You may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you are being led off course, off the path, leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this, coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle what you've set in motion. And see, that's the thing about understanding that no matter what happens, that you will be okay no matter what. That is the lesson there. That is the invitation to not be set back. When that coyote spirit comes upon you and things don't actually turn out. What was the number? I'll see if I can find that for you. The medicine, as you're being seduced by what you think you desire. Are you being seduced by what you think you desire? Could it be that the more superficial, sparkly, shiny aspects of your ambition led you in this moment? Perhaps you feel that in order to get what you desire, you have to compromise yourself, control others, or manipulate situations to ensure your goal. Coyote howls in the shadows to remind you this may be a lesson too painful to learn. Be aware of shallow waters right now. Something or someone might pretend to be deep, but that doesn't make them so. It doesn't make it so. And where did I go? No matter how seductive their superficial traits and how beautiful or sparkly they may appear, all that glitters there will not turn up gold, no matter how many wishes. So we were looking, so that was the coyote for you. The drum, what was the drum? Oh, I don't remember the number for the drum. And you said upper world, was that 59? Yes, upper world was 59, so that would be 14, that would be 5, which 5 is like Hamsa, which is a number of protection. The drum. Let me see if I can find drum. Drum. Number 15. Let's see. Number 15. And this is for Cece. Hello, Mari. Hello. Number 15. You know, Donna, when I've gone through what I've called the dark night of my soul, I've mentioned it a few times in past videos. You know, you can very well go through a place where you say, why me? Why did this happen to me? Why me? Or you can look at it and say, you know what? I went through this so that I can help another person. Yes, 15. So that I can help another person. Because, you know, anybody can go and learn textbook cases, and you can read a formula off the page to a person to encourage them or support them. But you have no idea how they could possibly feel unless you've gone through it yourself. And so, and for that very reason, I do not regret anything that I've gone through. And I tell you, 48 years, I've gone through a lot. And yeah. So number 15, drum. And this was for CC. The reading is the essence. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of the thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy happens. That reminds me of the very first time I ever played the drums myself, which was a djembe. I had ordered off of eBay. This is back in 2007. I came home one day to my townhouse complex, and I heard this African drumming going on next door. And I went to the neighbor. I was like, what is that drumming? She was Italian American. Her husband was Puerto Rican American. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I was like, no, this reminds me of my childhood when I lived in Chicago, and they used to play the African drums on Lake Michigan in the summer afternoons, evenings, and all of that. And right after that, I was like, I gotta get a drum. The invitation. Oh, and what I was going to say, my point of bringing that up was because that weekend, I remember being in my bedroom and I lit the candle, the incense. The kids were not at home. They were like really young now. The ones that are grown, they were really young. And it was completely dark in the room. And I had never played with a drum at all. Maybe music class, maybe, I don't even remember. But I started just using both hands, sitting on the floor, candle in front of me, the incense, and it was completely dark besides the candle. And I started sort of like clapping on the drum. And within probably 10 seconds, I started drifting off into a trance. And because it never happened to me before, it kind of startled me. But it was a very beautiful experience. And drumming is very, very healing. Very healing. And I know that some people take the word trance and it gets a very negative connotation. For me, I just felt like really going within myself, you know, within my sanctuary, my center within, and I was really feeling it. The invitation, so this is back to the drum for CC. I don't even know if CC is still here. But the drum invites you to take the next bold step in your journey. The forces of heaven and earth are aligned behind you, supporting effortless action. This is not a time to push against the river. The current will take you exactly where you want to go. Once you jump in, collect your power tools, summon your courage, because it's going to be a wild and glorious journey. Allow yourself to be carried by the rhythm of what is really essential in your life. There we go back to that part. the medicine. You travel to the beat of a different drum. It is time to acknowledge you do not fit a mold or a role or relationship that is not in tune with you. Find your rhythm. Respond to the heartbeat of the distant drum. Bum 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 bum. The price you pay for lingering becomes higher with each passing day. Now is the time to move on. That is awesome. That was the drum. That is the drum. I think Cece might have left. So welcome, Matty. Welcome. Is Matty still here or did Matty leave? I have, it's Saturday night. It's not like and I'm home alone, so it's not like I have pressing concerns or people around that I have to cater to. So if Mari or Matty would like for me to pull a card for them, I'm using for the first time. This is the first time I've done any readings with the Mystical Shaman Oracle guidebook. Oh, that's the guidebook, but this is the deck right here. So if you would like for me to pull a card for you, I will do that. Yeah. So this has been wonderful. Let's see. Oh, okay. Mari says she would like to. She had a bad dream last night and restless sleep. Okay, so check in with your heart center, Mari. And let's see what the Mystical Shaman Oracle, what words of wisdom and peace and joy and catalyst and impetus and lightning can strike right at this moment to share with you. Okay, because I'm one of these people who I believe in love, but love is not always fuzzy and cozy. I think any parent of a teenager, and at this point my youngest is 8, let me not get ahead of myself, he is 8 going on 28. That smart boy, he is a mess. He is just too much. But anyway, yeah, so this is for Mari. Welcome, Cosmic Bunny. I have seen your username before. I'm sure you've been here before. Okay. But 1 second. It's like a couple of the cards were turned or completely reversed. Let me just get these cards to the right side, and then we're pulling a card for Mari. And Cosmic Bunny, if you'd like for me to pull a card for you, we are going with the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I did a couple of card pulls for folks. Okay. Yes, I am going to pull a card for Mari right now. Yes, ma'am. And then Cosmic Bunny. I love that name, Cosmic Bunny. Cosmic Bunny is fluffy. Not that there's anything wrong with being fluffy. I'm a little prickly myself. Okay, so this is for Mari, beloved. This is for you, Mari. And you were just new on here, Mari. What I want to share with you was a little prayer that I had wrote this prayer, brought this prayer into being the other day. This is on my website, which is in the link below. You can click the link and you can see the prayer. It'll take you out of this video, but you can see the prayer and see it later. May we never, oh, this is what I'm, so this is the image. So this image, so I'm sitting on my sofa, and right up on the wall, diagonal, straight up, is this image right here. And these are prayer flags that I have hanging on there. And so I'm going to read to you my blog post from the 18th. And this is a prayer for you, Mari. May we never lose hope. May we never lose faith. May we never lose trust in ourselves, in each other. May the wind consecrate our dreams and our deepest soul-felt prayers. May the wind scatter them to the four corners of the world. May our love receive and fulfill all. May it be so, and so it is. And so it is. So that was the prayer. So that's for you, Mari. And this is for this is for Mari. Oh. I don't know why I keep inverting these cards. There you go. Fire. Fire. The beginning of life. You know, they say that when the sperm connects with the egg, and when that immediate penetration happens where the sperm goes into the egg, it sends off these sparks. I forget whatever chemical reaction that takes place. So fire is the very impetus, the catalyst for life. And what can you see in that image? And so for you, Mari, I feel like I'm being led to share with you to embrace the fire. Oh, it almost looks like a heart. Does that almost look like a heart right in there? To not be afraid to embrace that this really strong energy that's sort of like welling up inside of you. And maybe it came out in the dream last night. Sometimes if our emotions and our energies are not directed in a proper way, sometimes they might be suppressed. They come out in ways that are not always, that don't always feel good. Yeah, Mari says, like a phoenix rises out of my own darkness. Yeah, so you're called to embrace that fire that purifies, that burns up. Use that fire. And as you said, like a phoenix rising out of your own darkness. You're rising out of your own darkness. And when you just said that, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Bagua fire in the I Ching. And fire is two solid lines, a broken line, and one solid line, which means a yang line, which is the act of the male principle, which is that constant action. And then a yin line, which is the feminine. And what is the feminine? It's dark, it's mysterious, it's at rest, it's dark. So that darkness is where life springs from, like within the womb, it is dark in there. And so as you say, rising like a phoenix out of your own darkness, rise up out of that darkness, allow that fire to propel you, embrace that fire and come up out of it. That's just a beautiful and warming image. Allow your phoenix to rise. Allow yourself to experience whatever emotions that you might feel that you need to suppress so your phoenix to rise. No, allow it to rise. Allow that fire to burn, because that burning fire is what gives life to that phoenix. The phoenix doesn't arise when it's just calm and nothing's going on and everything's copacetic. No, it ruptures up out of that burning fire and pushes forth. And you can harness that fire for healing, for your work, and to forge a new life. So I'm going to put that card there. What number is that? It's number 19, which is added together 10, which is 1. 10 is, what do you call it? The next dimension, starting a new chapter, unification and integration of all of your emotions and all of your feelings, to integrate it all to create something new. We have 11 thumbs up and 11 people watching. That is a master number. That's a beautiful thing. That I'd share that. And that 111 goes along with the one that we calculate right there. So let me look up the card for you. It's card number 19. Fire consumes anything that it reaches. The flames remind us of the impermanent nature of reality and how situations can quickly transform into beauty or chaos. Fire is passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach the sky. Warmth and light are heavenly. Yet too much heat can scorch us. To fully step into the energy of fire, it is to be utterly transformed like the phoenix rising from the ashes. The invitation. Warm your hands and your heart by your inner fire. Let it burn away your hardship. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. Isn't that funny? Because, like I said, life begins with fire. Chemical reaction, like little fireworks going off. Medicine. Are you feeling too fiery? Have you been reactive and short-tempered toward others? This card comes to tell you that all fiery emotions directed at others can backfire at you. It is not a good idea to play with fire when you are out of balance or angry. Now is the time to act or react. It is time to tame or befriend your inner fire so it does not scorch you. And I would add to that, it's also time to not be afraid to ignite your inner fire, to allow that inner fire to burn. But when it burns, allow something beautiful. You got to tame it. You got to direct it. Allow that phoenix to rise. Fire is a good thing. Okay? But you have to be mindful of it and approach it with awareness and with respect. So allow yourself to integrate your emotions and utilize that energy for something good. Vicky says leader. Mari says awesome. Mari says just what I needed to hear. There you go, dear. Did I have anyone else? Oh, yes. Fluffy over there. We're going to get to Cosmic Bunny. And we are still at 11 viewers and 11 thumbs up. Okay. So Cosmic Bunny. Sometimes I have the habit of shuffling cards and then turning them like all inside out and upside down. And some cards are facing and some cards are this way or that way. Again, please check the description box below, guys. Thumbs up. Sharing the video. Your support is always welcomed. Always welcome. Teresa, and yes, Teresa, I got your email, and I have been behind and had forgotten, and things had gotten busy, but I will get your reading to you, Teresa. So thank you for sending me the email, because I still have 6 people to go on my list. And yeah, so I think it was like last week. I was like, okay, I got these readings I need to do. These are some volunteer um, readings for the I Ching. And then I got through the 6, and then I had the conference, and then I was like all about that. And then, of course, after the conference, and I don't know if any of you have done a conference, it's like when you're done, you like need a week to decompress. At least that's how I felt. Needed a week to decompress. But then if you don't get back to what you're supposed to be doing, it kind of slips away from you. But it is what it is. Thank you guys for being here. And so this one is for Cosmic Bunny. Go ahead, Cosmic Bunny, drop into your heart center, connect with that which... Oh, let me get some water. Okay, sorry about that. I just need to get a little bit of water. And on the outro of this video, I'll bring my 2 crystal bowls back. Please remember to comment below, guys, when the video is over. And please check out the description box. Check out my website. If you would like a more in-depth, personal, and private reading, you can make appointments for that. If you wanted to make a donation, there is a link for that. But most importantly, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Okay. All right, this is for Cosmic Bunny. Okay. Cosmic Bunny. Oh, I love this card because it's reminding me of your name right now. And it almost looks like, I don't know what that is going on around her head. Almost looks like ears. So we're just going to say those are bunny ears. And this little part right here is the bunny tail. Magic. How connected are you with your inner child, Cosmic Bunny? I would imagine a lot, because that username you have. But being connected with your inner child, that inner purity, that inner belief. You know, when we were little children, we just knew the world was going to manifest exactly what we needed, when we needed. We trusted. We trust until Cosmic Bunny says, I share facial features as shown in this card. Very cool. We trusted until, you know, our parents or our caregivers may have, you know, did what we do, fall short of the glory. But before that, we trusted. And so this card is reminding you to connect, to stay in connection with your inner magic, your inner self, your inner purity. And that it's okay to connect with that, because connecting with that puts you in connection, I was going to say, with all things cosmic, with all there is. It almost looks like a helmet that she's wearing, as if Donna says, that is such a great depiction. Don't you just want to hold her and kiss her and love her? Yes, it's like your inner child and just this inner sweetness. So even those moments where you feel less sweet and less pure and less like you want to be in your inner self, don't be afraid to embrace to go back to the basics. Go back, go back, go back, and stay connected, even when the world around you is telling you that it's a waste of time, because it's not. Because it's not. It's not. So we're going to look at what the book has to say about this card. I shared with you my thoughts on this message. The symbol represents the infinite intelligence of Great Spirit that makes up the fundamental fabric of the universe. We experience the evidence of this magic through synchronicity or meaningful coincidence. When magic appears, you are invited to see the world through the eyes of wonder and awe, taking on the innocence of a child who knows that all things are possible. Infinite potential exists in the great mind. And you are being invited to call it in and recognize the dance and synchronistic events, signs, symbols, and omens given to you through the oracle of the ordinary world. So pay attention when you see those crows on the cross wires. Pay attention when that dragonfly crawls in front of you. Pay attention when you notice the ants crawling on the ground. I know it's getting cold here in the northern hemisphere, but just pay attention when you see those things. Cosmic Bunny says, I've been disconnected. I need this. Interesting. I've been seeing doves for some years, and 333. Well, there you go. There you go. There you go. Let me finish reading this. This is a sign that Spirit is reminding you that you co-create your world in sacred partnership. Welcome, Spirit Asi. Welcome. I love that name. Your part is to dream, to intend, and to watch for the signs that show you what next action to take. Right now, it appears that you are on the right track to make your dreams come true. Great Spirit is listening and awaiting on your behalf. Pay attention. Magic gives birth to miracles. And the medicine, here it is in the book. And then once I finish this, I'm going to have to call it a night, kiddos. Getting a little sleepy. The medicine. Have you forgotten that you live in a world that is infused with magic? Perhaps you've become cynical and think you have to create your life all by yourself with no help from others. Excuse me. I hope that didn't show up. It's time to remember your relationship to Source. For you are a part of the story of the world, a living spark of spirit living on earth for this short time is an emissary of light. If you look back over your life, you will find many instances in which your actions alone were not the cause of out of the blue coincidences that led you to that new relationship, job, or other important moment on your journey. So how do you stay in this awareness? The answer is simple. If you can be as a little child and cultivate that wondrous curiosity, you will see the magic again and be amazed. Remember, magic is real and in everything. So there you go. I hope that was meaningful to you, Cosmic Bunny. Get in touch with your inner bunny. Write a letter to her. Remind her that she can still believe, even when the leaves fall from the tree and you're watching them turn from green to yellow to red, or green to red to yellow to brown as they fall. And as they're falling from the tree, you can see the front of the leaf, you can see the back of the leaf, and it slowly lands down. That leaf is going to nourish that tree for next year. It's part of the miracle of life. So don't give up. Cosmic Bunny, did you hear when I read the prayer? Did you hear? Oh, thank you. Someone sent a donation, so appreciate it. Hold on. I just saw that because I happened to turn on my cell phone. Okay, and I'm just going to read it one more time. May we never lose hope. May we never lose faith. May we never lose trust in ourselves and each other. But if we do, we can get it back. May the wind consecrate our dreams and our deepest soul-felt prayers. May the wind scatter them to the four corners of the world. May our love receive and fulfill all. May it be so, and so it is. Let's see if I can, what happens if I turn that to the side. So this is actually, as I mentioned before, that is on the wall up to my left, up there in the wall. This prayer came to me on the 18th, whatever day that was. I think, I don't know. Today's the 20th, 2 days ago, Wednesday. No, whatever, you know what I mean. And there are moments when we forget, and it's okay. It's okay, because when we forget and when we remember again, it's that much sweeter, and we have even a deeper and greater respect for life with a capital L and for our own lives. And just know that even that person who's walking down the street or driving in that fancy sports car, who seems like they got it all going on and like they got $1 million in the bank and like they never sweated one bit, we are all little children in grown-up bodies. We all seek to be acknowledged and recognized and heard, and know that you are heard and you are known and your life matters. So I thank you all for being here. Welcome, Ghost in the Machine. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, Spirit C. I love that name, Spirit C. Donna Marie, thank you. Marie Kisonen, thank you. Vicky, thank you. Cece, thank you. And Teresa, let's see, did I miss? I'm late, but hello. Teresa, thank you. And I'm going to get your I Ching reading done tomorrow morning. And I'm going to get that emailed out to you. And I think that's everyone. Oswald was here earlier. Ajoa was here earlier. All these years I've been pronouncing her name incorrectly. Okay. Let me go back down to the bottom. Thank you. You can do magic. I love that song. You can have anything that you desire. You know darn well when you cast your spell, you hypnotize. Oh, welcome, Ghost in the Machine. However, I am about to sign off. That is a beautiful song. I mean, I probably brutalized it, but it is a beautiful song. I've been on here an hour and 40 minutes. Good. And obviously I don't have a nightlife. Yes. All right. So thank you. Please like this video, thumbs up. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I do interviews. Oh, and I never did introduce myself. Thank you, Spiracy. I am Tamu Ngina, Priestess Heart. Welcome, Yanel. Actually, when I do pull cards for people, I usually just have them to say their question to themselves. However, I am done for the evening. I've been on here for almost 2 hours, and I am at that point where I'm starting to get punchy. And who knows what might come out of my mouth. So you'll have to catch me next time. Or if you want a private and in-depth session, you can check out my website, www.tamuingina. That's how to pronounce my name. And, oh, let me get this out. I told you that I would bring back my bowl to take us on the outro. Bring my, sorry. I was lazy. I didn't get up to get it. I just sort of bent over and really squished my abdomen. You can see my studio wall over there, right by the closet door. I live in a little tiny apartment. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do the outro. Oh, let me put this a little further away. Here. I don't know if that one is. Let me hold this one up and do it on my hand. So I'd like to thank everyone for being here. Remember that you are loved, you are appreciated, and if no one has told you today, I love you, I love you. I'm going to have to hold it, sorry. So I thank you for being here. And we may not fully understand exactly what this soul, this unit, this complete whatever humanity is. We may not completely understand it. But know that whatever the question is, love and compassion is the answer. I wish you peace and great, great bliss. Until next time, good night, y'all.